Hello friends! I'm here with my two top favorite horses. I have Brego and I have Dusty. And this is a video about confident behavior versus fearful behavior. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this log behind me and ask them to jump. And I'm going to show you how to get a unwilling, maybe kind of lazy, confident horse that doesn't really is a good jumper to actually want to jump, hunt the jump and really seek it out and put effort in. And I'm also going to show you with a unconfident and fearful horse how to use the jump as a safety net, as a point and a reference for relaxation and safety. So let's start with the unconfident horse first. So this is Brego. Brego is the most fearful horse I've ever met. Even after this many years, he still has the skepticism and the fearful expectations to what we people are going to do. So I'm going to use these three logs here. So there are three different levels basically. The small one is easy. The bigger one is a little bit more difficult. And then we have the big one, which for horses can be difficult. Not jumping horses. It's not about training show jumping here. It's just about getting the horse confident with it. So first of all, I'm gonna get rid of the rope and ask him to go out on a circle. So as you can see, I'm pulling myself away and just gently asking him to go forward and then gently asking him to go out on a circle, because I don't want to push him out there because that just triggers his fear. He's going forward quite easily on his own. And then I'm gonna just put him close to, so you can see he's going past it and not choosing the jump yet, even though it's an easy one. So I'm just slowly gonna kind of go closer, a couple of steps at a time. So he still has the possibility of not choosing the jump. And then just one more step here, closer and closer. And just having him move forward, move forward, move forward, and being relaxed and choosing the jump, but without any pressure on at all from me. I'm not asking him to jump, I've just asked him to trot around. And because he has these emotions, and because he has this kind of fear in him, you can see he goes faster. There it was a little taller, so then he had to put more effort in, and that also made him canter. So now I'm just gonna go here, go closer. So now we do the big log, but at the small end of it. So we'll just go here and have him go around and not doing anything to influence him at all. Just allowing him to go there. Just allowing him to go there and allowing him to make decisions, because the more decisions he makes and kind of gets consequences of those decisions, the more relaxed he can get, because then he knows the truth about what is going to happen. The reason he is so fearful is because he's suspicious of what is going to happen, and that suspicion is just confirmed by his previous experiences that has created a lot of negative expectations in him. So I'm gonna come towards you now, and then we gradually just work up to the big log. And just the same thing, allowing him to go forward without any influences from me, without any suggestions or questions or demands or pressure. So I'm just keeping my energy neutral and allowing him to move forward and finding kind of the way. So now we are getting to the gap. So there, let's see if he chooses the gap or what he's going to do. Let's see. Oh, he could choose the gap. So let's just get him staying in the gap a while and just to be relaxed. So nothing is happening. So now I'm just gonna step closer. So he's gonna go past these, maybe over the little one, and then we'll see what he does. So there, and this is important. It's really important to allow our fearful horses make a decision and not just doing. So this is really, really good. I want him actually, if he feels like it, to stop, because that means he is thinking and not just feeling and doing. So what I'm just gonna do is give him a little time here, then I'm gonna go back and then gently guide him out on the circle again and then he can just approach it from the other side, and I'm not going to influence him at all. So I'm just going to allow him to approach it, and there he could stop, slow down, hesitate a little bit, and then make a decision. Let's see if he does it again, because now he experienced it wasn't that bad. So there, I want him to make those decisions. It's okay for him to go past it, because it's about giving him confidence. And if he is punished or corrected for making a decision like that he did there, then he won't become confident. He won't feel safe, because he's already expecting negativity. And then of course, I'll just allow him to just go around, be relaxed, more and more relaxed, find his way around here and make decisions. And now he's more confident going over the jump, because he knows what is going to happen. He knows he can do it. He knows what I'm going to do, and that nothing is going to happen. So next time he jumps it, if he jumps it very confidently, I'm gonna slowly ask him to come in and relax. So I'm just slowly gonna do this and ask him to come in and stand here, so that he knows, that was probably a good thing to do, because it led to more relaxation in the horse. And that is what we want him to be: more relaxed, more confident, making good decisions. And even though he makes, like say, a bad decision not jumping, it's still a good thing that he made a decision and he got a consequence out of it. And the consequence was, it didn't really change anything. There was no punishment, so he could feel safe making decisions again. And that is what we want to encourage in an unconfident and fearful horse. So now it's on to the confident one. So here I am with Dusty, a very confident horse. Just giving him a little pet treat. He loves getting an ear scratch. And we're gonna do the same kind of thing. We're gonna work with the obstacles, but I'm actually going directly to the big one, to the difficult one, because he's super confident, so we don't have to step it up. He's not a jumping horse, so he may feel that it is difficult, but that's just his imagination. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it so that it has to be his choice, and then I'm gonna make it so that he have to choose as well also. But then I'm gonna give him two choices, and then he can choose which one he wants. And that will just be, the easy one will be the jump, and the difficult one will be not jumping in the end. So I'm just gonna go out here. I'm setting it up a little bit so that it's kind of obvious that he doesn't really feel like he has to go. So I'm just asking him for trot very slowly. So I'm not asking for engagement right yet. So I'm just saying, can you go out there and do something? And then I'm gonna approach so that he could jump if he really wanted to. But he will probably just go besides it. And then that will be one of the choices. So here he went beside it. That's one of the choices. And that is one of the consequences. So he's still really sluggish, going very slow, going out there. And let's see what happens when he comes to the jump again. He still has the same choice. So he chose to go besides it. So I'm just saying, that is my spot. And then we're gonna see again. Now he has a little more energy. Let's see what he does. Oi, yeah, you did it. And then I'm gonna run here and sit down to give him kind of an obvious consequence of choosing to, whatever that was, jumping, going over the log. He barely jumped. So he used the least amount of effort that he could in order to navigate this jump. But as you saw, he chose it. I didn't push him over. He chose it because he knew he had a choice. He could jump or he could go past it. And he knew what was going to happen when he went past it. He didn't know what was going to happen if he chose to jump. Or he could also have chosen to just stop or pull away or turn around. And then he would have to make decisions like that. And that is how we get the horses mentally engaged first. So now we're gonna ask him to get a little bit more physically engaged so he can navigate the jump a little better, actually jumping and not just whatever that was that he did. So let's see Let's get him going out here. So instead of adding pressure at the jump, I want him to feel like the jumping is kind of a release for him. Then I will add pressure away from the jump, like this. So I'm gonna say, if I were you, I would go. And I'm meaning go. And I'm meaning go. So I'm taking the spots he was at. And let's see, he still has the same choice to make. So he chose to go. So then when he goes away, I'm just putting a lot of pressure there, but still giving him the choice. So there, yeah. So now he's getting engaged. So I'm leaving so it's possible for him to do. There we got a physical engagement. And then I'm just gonna run here, sit down. So there he actually jumped like a jumping horse. So maybe we should go to the big competitions now, brother, and start winning those as a little cow pony and a cowboy. That could be fun. But they're like giving him the choice every time and giving him a clear consequence also when he chooses, especially in the beginning. That creates a mental engagement, but in this time also I add a lot of pressure, but not towards the jump, away from the jump, so that I just got some engagement so he could understand, oh, I need to keep this engagement in order to kind of do this thing. And then he kept the engagement going over the jump. And then when we have this, then I don't run and sit here every time he jumps, because then I can use this as a physical exercise for this guy. And it looks a little bit more like this. So I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna use the other log, and he can go. So I'm just gonna say, okay, can you go? So I would have gone if I were you, I would have gone if I were you. So go out there. I'm not gonna do a consequence there because that would have been unfair. But then we just go here. I feel like I know he's gonna jump. There you go. So I'm not gonna run and sit down, I'm just gonna move again because he is engaged here. So I'm just gonna see, okay, can you go there? Doing this one. And then if I want more engagement, I do it away from the jumps. And then we can go here, and he can jump, all of these, and then go again. And then he has to figure out where he positions himself. And then see here what he does. Oh, he ran past it. So I'm just asking, that was my spot. That's still my spot. Oh, it got caught. It doesn't really matter. I'm asking again. It still got caught there. There you go. Ooh, what a jump. So that I actually want to reward because he put even more effort, physically effort into it. Even though he got caught and it was a bit, oh no, it was a bit mess. But it's okay because it's all a conversation, it's all a play, and it's about showing him what the meaning and the purpose of this is. And the purpose is not just to jump, the purpose is the mental engagement and then also the physical engagement. And that is the essence of what I call meaningful training, MT, which I teach people all around the world and what I do here with my horses. Hopefully you like this. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with your friends to give them a little challenge, see if they can get their horses mentally engaged or mentally and emotionally relaxed, depending on what kind of horse they have. If they have a confident horse or a more fearful horse. So other than that, see you in the next video, and don't forget to make a good difference.